I didn't tell you to start recording, but you did anyway. Greetings one all, Will here back for a video. It's the end of the year. Well, actually, it's now January something, the 2nd, whatever I don't know, I can't remember what day it is. It's Sunday, I think. No, it's Monday. Get it right. I've been off for a week, so my brain's just completely frazzled of what day it is. But it is time to do my top 10 of 2022. Now, this is no particular order, okay? And there will be some honourable mentions. This year there are no dishonourable mentions, to be fair. So, happy days. Let's crack on, shall we? Number 10. Number 10 on the list was a TFN pickup. Actually, one of the first I bought on the Saturday morning. Well, I got in there earlier, which was nice, to be fair. To actually find this. It is it's a Starscream. I know it looks like Thundercracker, but it's a Starscream. It is obviously a repaint of the Generations 30 Starscream, I think it is. I'm guessing the Armada one, but in slightly different, smaller. And I picked this guy up like 30 quid, 35. Yeah, cheap. He's complete as well. And I've been after this guy for a while, to be fair. I wasn't paying prices that eBay were doing. Fuck off, plane. Trying to record a video. Absolutely cracking, lovely little figure. I love this. I love the mold. The mold's really good. Look at light piping. You already see his eyes. Not red, but white. It's cool. Now, this is the oldest figure on this list, because most of the stuff I got is new, to be fair, because I haven't really bought many old Transformers. I haven't been searching, to be honest, so. But this guy, absolutely stunning. Number 9! Next on the list is a Legacy figure. It is obviously a Legacy drag strip. A surprisingly good figure, this, actually, to be fair, considering he is very... Transformation is surprisingly good, so I do like it. I didn't realise that Dead End, his counterpart on the Legacy line, is basically the same mould, just slightly retooled. I didn't realise that until I was mucking around with Dead End and I thought, this seems very familiar. Who knew? But he beat Dead End there, because Dead End's got a lovely car mode, I'll give him that, but he does not stay together very well, mine doesn't. The back end does not want to clip together and the thing doesn't want to clip down, so drag strip takes the 9th place. Should have been first, shouldn't you? Speed up next time. Number 8. 8 on the list is a late entry in one of the last Kingdom ones I bought. I was given some as a birthday present. But it is Legacy. This is the Amazon Terrasil. The only one you can get. You can only get this guy on... let me focus him a bit. You can only find him on Amazon, basically. And he was one of those ridiculous exclusives that only Amazon had. And he wasn't that much money. I got him quite cheap, to be fair. But I know he's a retool and a repaint of the Airazor mould, which is a good mould. She was in my last year's top 10. So he's in this because his mould is spectacular and he just looks glorious. He looks better than the other one, the buzzworthy one they released. But he's more toy accurate colour. This guy's more show accurate colour. So for that reason, he's on this list. Number 7. Number 7 on the list is third party Prime Black Arachnia, Night Countess, as she's called. This figure is absolutely brilliant. The original, I have literally taken it off the Prime, there's Prime shelf, taken it off the Prime shelf and put it somewhere else out the way for now. And she's gone in the place, which takes a bit more room up, but she's gone in there. But so much better than the original. I know the legs are very kibbly, but they just add. She hasn't officially got a spider mode, but you can kind of bodge one together and make it like a spider mode. But the helicopter mode is far superior to the other one, and the robot mode is far superior. She's bigger as well. And she just looks absolutely stunning. And the plastic is, well, it's nice. It's a nice plastic. It's done by APC or ABC. APC Toys. I got it off Show Z. Good place to get this kind of stuff because they're dirt cheap. And she is absolutely fantastic. She hasn't got any sharp bits that rip your hands to shreds like some third-party figures have. But she is absolutely amazing. Number 6. This was a late entry to the end of the year Transformers collecting. I finally picked up a Master. Now, I didn't pay the extortionate 100 and something odd quid because Smith's knocked it down to 70 quid. I didn't even pay 70 quid. I paid 20 for this bastard. Because I had a £25 voucher off my brother and I had a £25 voucher off my partner for Smith. So 50 quid, I paid 20. Bargain for 20 quid. 70? No. No. This was not worth 100 quid. 70 quid. 50 quid. Maybe 50, maybe 40 quid. Maybe 49.99. You know, kind of thing. He does come with this, which is his trailer, which is pretty hefty. You obviously put it together and you make Motormaster, which is cool in its own right. Apart from it comes with an extra kibbly gunny bit, which is stupid. But this is not worth the. They didn't need to put a hefty price tag on it. But this figure on his own I think is how I'm going to have him. I've got the Combiner Wars Motormaster, and he's got the upgrade kits on. He looks spectacular. I like a Combiner where the limb is actually the robot. This guy cheats to fucking high heaven, but apparently it is more G1, which is apparently what Legacy is all about. Why the fuck are we going backwards? Characters, yes, bring the characters in. You don't need the character models. You don't need them cartoon accurate to some 80s cartoon which wasn't even accurate itself to itself. You've seen them. You know what I'm on about. Sorry, not rant. He's on this because the transformation is really good. The legs store away. I mean, when they transform into the truck, into the front of the truck, and the rest of it, he's lovely, and I just love that face. He looks like he doesn't want to be here. He looks like he doesn't want to be anywhere. Number 5. Going back to third party and TFN, I picked this absolute fucking beast up at TFN thanks to Ben from Ben's Collectibles. I wanted a third party figure, a really good looking one. But I didn't want to pay the extortionate prices they seem to be these days for a decent quality figure. Get him into the light and you can see him better. There you go. I think he was 80, which to me is a bargain for a figure of this magnitude. Obviously, he comes with different head sculpts. This is obviously the IDW one without the broken horn, but these are vicious. This is a bot that will rip your fingers to pieces if you don't treat him with respect. For transformation wise, it's integral, pain in the ass at points, but it just looks good in jet mode. I'm not transforming it for you now, but obviously I keep him like this because he just looks. I love him like this. He stood next to another bot, which I'll be showing you in a minute, and he works so well. Number 4. Number 4 on the list is another third party. I don't remember the name of this thing, so don't ask. But obviously it's a third party version of Armada Megatron, and this guy again is breathtaking. He is loved. There's a Prime Armada Prime one. I didn't want a Prime. Then they got a new one out, which is the Energon one, which is the combining limit, which is good, but I just don't want it. They do a Megs, yeah, maybe. But they've just renounced a Galvatron in these colours, you know, because there was a Galvatron, which I have both the originals, so that's nice, but I can't afford that as well. But this guy is incredibly good, unbelievably good. He's got tank treads on his, and they actually move. See, I'm looking at the camera too much. Look, they actually move. Loads of gimmicks on this thing. If I can do it, I don't know if I can. To be fair, will it do it? There you are, lights up, and then you. Hang on. There you go. It thrusts forward. It also lights up as well. Really, really fun figure. He also comes with a little leader one, and Cyclonus, what I didn't say before, comes with his Target Master. I can't remember his name. Nightstick, I think. I don't know. Can't remember. But absolutely love this figure. Stonking. The only third party ones I buy is ones that really look good. Number 3. Up next we have Studio Series Starscream. Obviously this is just a slight retool. Slight. I'm saying a slight retool because he's got posable hands to the actual what was it, Earthrise one? Yeah. Obviously he comes with a crown and everything else, and the cape and the extra the gun bits are mounted on there instead, and the opposable hands like I mentioned. But all that is a nice bot, and it comes from a throne which he's not sitting on. There's something else. I'm using that for something else. It's just easier. But I still love the figure. I still love this figure. It is basically a slightly retooled, upscaled version of the classic mold, which was used to death. This hasn't been quite used to death because we haven't seen 1,000 Seekers coming out yet. But then again, Legacy, it just seems to be retooling quite a few figures. But absolutely stunning. I love a Starscream. You know I love a Starscream. Oh, number 2. Number 2 on the list is, yes, you've got it. It's Legacy Armada Starscream. This thing is beautiful in my own right. The thing I don't like, is that sword wing. It's not. It's a fucking rubber plastic he picked up and started wielding it. That's the only thing as you get to his Star Saber, piddly little Star Saber sword, which would be a lot bigger than that, really. But no, I'm not complaining much. As transformation goes, it is lovely. The jet mode is great. There are some inklings. He has got visible back of the head syndrome going on, but then what's new in some of these things? Aesthetically, to the original toy, he's accurate. He's more accurate than the Generations one, which is a good figure. Like I said, you saw the blue at the beginning. But this guy, oh, I love this guy. But he misses out on the number one spot. I know it's not in any order, but there is a kind of hierarchy to these things. He misses out. But you'll see why he misses out. Number one. Do I need any words? Do I need to say anything about this amazing figure? No, I don't, because it is Transmetal 2 Legacy Megatron. Now, I have the original, I have the Cryotech original as well. It was gifted to me by a lovely fellow named George. But this one, for articulation and that, just steals it. I mean, it's amazing looking. It looks amazing. It transforms. The transformation is accurate. I know he's got some holes where you can see through, but it's a transformer. What were you expecting? This is a complete shell former. You ain't going to get any perfect symmetry going on there. But as he goes, I know he hasn't got the flappy wing gimmick, which is annoying. That just saves time for putting a little mechanism inside it. But yeah, I love it. Absolutely love this thing. Who does not like a dragon? Come on, everyone likes a dragon transformer. Now, we just want a Cryotech repaint, please, which would look stunning. Because this looks good. A Cryotech version will look even better. So, that is my top 10. Now, time for some honourable mentions. There's only two. Honourable mention goes off to Studio Series Wheelie. Now, we all love this little orange bastard, but this is a lovely little figure. Spectacular. Just falls short. Get it? Short. Narrowly missing it. Narrowly missing. It is Legacy Scourge. This figure is spectacular in its own right as well. It's just a bit back heavy sometimes and falls over a lot. But I know he doesn't. He's standing right. He's fine. Absolutely, I absolutely adore this figure as well. He's fantastic. But he missed it. Just missed it. There you go. That has been my top 10 of 2022. Now, to be fair, I did not go overboard this year on bots. Basically, all you saw was basically all I bought. Apart from a few of them were bought for me, and some of them were TFN pickups, which is kind of different than you going out into the world and buying them from Smiths. Because face it, there's not many places around where I live you can buy brand new bots. Thank you all for watching. I've been you, you've been me, and this was my top 10 of 2022. And I hope 2023 brings you all the joy and excitement of something that brings you joy and excitement. Yeah, that could have gone better.